Hello everyone and welcome back. After that short for you but not very short for us break.
Right.
Everything should be fixed now, so hopefully there will be no more technical issues, fingers crossed, touch wood.
Cross.
Touch wood.
Ferrous, stop touching your...
So, wow.
Oh, God.
Too far. You guys have basically returned to the temple. And I believe you decided to take a long rest, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, so everybody may restore their HP and spell slots and anything else that you need. Consume 1 rations to spend the rest of the day. And...
I guess it's going to be the next day when we're done with the long rest.
Mm-hmm.
yes. Yeah, you guys basically settle in for the night, so if there's anything that you want to do...
Basically, we eat and sleep.
Yeah. You take a well-deserved rest of not doing anything for a
Can I feed my
couple
wolf?
of hours. Yes.
Yay.
Your wolf doesn't seem to be terribly bothered about frequent feeding. It just seems to get hungry every now and again and decide to come up to you and be like, hey, have you got any food?
Well, wolves don't actually need to eat all that much,
No.
so...
No, they don't. This one is merely curious about the fact that you seem to have a limitless supply of food in your backpack.
So, no, what you should do... no, what you should do, if you're going to have an animal companion that doesn't have to eat, get a snake. You feed it once a month.
Get a snake.
That's easy.
Oh, man.
Feed it once a month, and it spends, like, a good few hours of that month just digesting.
Mhm. Yes. Unless you guys want to do anything, talk about anything, then I'm willing to say the night will pass without incident whilst you rest.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay. Right. You guys awaken the next morning, and things seem to be pretty much as they were for the last few days. It's pretty quiet. You haven't seen anyone coming or going. You occasionally catch glimpses of creatures moving around in the forest outside of the temple itself, and yeah, it's pretty much as you've seen it for the last few days. And basically, you pack up your things and you are ready to move off and resume your journey to the closest town.
Woo.
Okay.
Can I just take like a quick moment to, go kneel in front of the altar one last time, kind of do my thing, and then.
That reminds me.
Uh-oh.
Dun dun dun.
When you went to sleep last night, what did you do with your gear?
Vondal probably sleeps on it. Probably uses his backpack as a
Whatever I
pillow.
usually do with it? I don't know, probably put it next to me.
Because
Things
presumably you
like-
take your armor and your sword and stuff off and you just leave it somewhere.
Yes. Probably like within reach, if something happens in the middle of the night.
You wake up in the morning. You took off all your gear last night. You wake up in the morning holding your sword.
Well then. Just kind of holding it?
Yeah, just you had it a few feet away from you within reach, but you wake up this morning just like it's still in the scabbard, but you're like you've got your hand on the handle and it's close to you.
Okay. That's unusual. Then I just kind of do my normal morning thing of putting everything back on. I don't really...
Yeah, other than that, nothing is out of the ordinary.
Alright. Well then.
That's not suspicious at all.
No, of course not. Totally
No.
normal.
It's not weird.
The magic sword or the regular
Definitely not
sword?
weird. It's the magic sword.
Of course it is.
Would
Oh
it
my
be
god,
in-
is it sentient?
No comment.
Absolute silence.
Oh
my
dear.
God, it could be a sentient magic sword.
We've had enough
Oh.
fucking sentient magic things in this game already.
No, we don't. We definitely don't have enough sentient magic things. Let's have more.
Right. So, once you guys are done, you prepare to head out. Presume?
Hey.
Right.
Well,
Yeah,
can I
next
can I
town.
ask Kelariis what the plan is for her? I guess.
Yep. You can do this while you're getting prepped and while you're traveling.
Well, this isn't the only temple that I was sent to look for, or well, not the only thing that I was sent to look for. So, if you don't mind, I'd like to continue traveling with you all, and I also want to basically say thank you to all of you, and I'd like to help you all with whatever you're setting out to do, because I asked you to help me get to this temple, but you all came down into the actual Undercroft with me, and I would not have survived down there on my own, and I thank you all for coming down there with me, even though
Fine, I just died like one time.
I was gonna say, even though one of us might have died, almost died a couple of times, but
It's fine.
yeah, and I kind of just bow to them, and because I really am grateful, and
Mhm.
I'd
Yeah,
like
you
to help
you feel like
with
you've
your
all
plan.
grown together a deal during these times.
Vondal Bronods.
Bronots.
That bro nod though.
Just sort of
Sorry,
arms
bro.
crossed, like slowly nods, like you're all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Wow.
How do the rest of you react to this speech?
I see. I wanted to do a bro nod too, but now it's gonna look weird.
Two people Bronodding.
So many bro
It's
nods.
a circle of bro nods.
What's wrong with the circle of Bronods?
Is a circle of Bronots.
Full of bro nods.
And it
Hello, it's
moves
Reddit.
us all.
Arya's just gonna like slightly incline her head a little bit. It's not a bro nod.
The almost bro nod.
The almost bro nod, not bro nod.
So none of you are going to say anything, and this is just going to be really awkward.
Guys.
I mean, I
No.
expect G would probably say something.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sort of like, okay, let's carry on then, and just I mean, I'm happy that Kelariis is gonna stay with us because friends.
Friends.
I'll be like, no problem. It was great working with you.
I mean,
Aw.
you're just here to hang with Kelariis.
That's literally all you want to do.
He has praised his waifu.
Honor to work with you, senpai.
What? Yeah,
Oh,
that's what you've just done, Grim. Well done. That's
Yeah, I
what
was
you
like, I-
sound like.
So it's an honor to
couldn't-
work with you as well, Grim.
Yeah.
Senpai noticed him.
Yes.
Senpai mode. And,
Damn it.
But yeah, okay.
Grim's turned and like fist bumps like yes.
You guys turn, and you head off into the, by now, very familiar forest. I'm just going to keep reusing this image because there are no other good forest images that I can find that
It's a
suits
nice
what
forest.
I want.
I like.
It is
I
a nice
like that
forest.
forest image.
Yeah.
just looks very similar all the time, and I don't really understand why.
Well, to the rest of your party, all of the forest looks familiar. To
True.
True.
to V and Arya, you're like it. You're aware of the distinctions of the type of forest and the areas of the forest. But yeah, you guys basically you guys begin to wend your way back towards the track that will lead you to the next town.
Actually, short question. Who grabbed the broom in the end?
Oh,
I think I did because I still have.
Yeah, I believe you're still. Oh, did you want to spend some time to attune to that because you have enough time?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay. Right.
Not sure how much use I have of a floaty broom, but whatever.
It could be more than a floaty broom.
You attune to this broom, and I will add it to your inventory.
Yay!
I would laugh if it's actually called the floaty broom.
Please call it.
There you go.
It's broom of flying.
Yep.
Oh.
Hooray.
And I will make you. I'll very briefly make you a card for it.
So you're actually a witch now.
Yes. This wooden broom weighs roughly 3 pounds, functions like a mundane broom until you stand astride it and speak its command word. Whatever the command word is entirely up to you, by the way.
Cool.
It then hovers beneath you and can be ridden into the air. It has a flying speed of 50 feet and can carry up to 400 pounds, but its flying speed will become 30 whilst carrying over 200. The broom stops hovering when you land. You can send the broom to travel alone to a destination within 1 mile of you if you speak the command word, name the location, and are familiar with that place.
Wow.
The broom
Shit.
comes back to you when you speak another command word, provided that it's still within 1 mile of you.
Pretty good.
That's
So can I use this like whenever in battle when I want?
Yes, but be warned that if you take damage, there is a chance that the broom will be damaged
fall
as well.
Oh, that's true.
Also, there has to be enough space for you to use it.
That's true. Okay.
And I can't imagine your combat skills will be very effective riding a broom.
No, but it's still like 50 feet of movement instead of 30.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
Stay near the ground, you're fine.
It should now appear in... Oh, hold on, I just need to
Yep.
extend the artifacts tab. Oh, that's not quite alphabetical. There we go.
Nice.
Yes, congratulations. Another magical item. Right. Yes, you begin your journey.
Whee.
The first stretch of your journey takes you for traveling for maybe 2 hours. Before you basically begin to find sort of you travelled quite a distance off the path. And you're heading back towards it, and you're beginning to get into the territory that you know is close to the path now. Arya, as you sort of get into this this territory, it becomes it starts to become like a little bit rockier. And basically you as you pause briefly to sort of get the lay of the land, you notice that your wolf seems to be trying to attract your attention.
Okay. Can I like bend down and ask it what's wrong?
Yeah. Make me an animal handling check. You can have advantage for it.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus.
Good job, you have advantage.
What
it-
are you saying?
It bites him in the hand.
What's that? Someone's fallen down a well.
Why is that the go-to?
Sure.
It's always the go-to.
Arya has never seen Lassie, but if she had,
She would
no.
make that joke.
No, the wolf seems to sort of be tentatively pacing, and it seems to want to go somewhere, but it doesn't seem to want to leave without you.
Okay. Can I like ask it where it wants to go?
Yes, you can. It looks at you, has no way to convey what it wants, and sort of just indicates the direction it wants to go.
Okay, that's fine. That's all I wanted. Great. I'm gonna stand up. And say to the rest of the group, my wolf seems to have seen or want to go somewhere. I think we should follow it. I don't know why, but I think we should.
Can I sort of like crouch down next to the wolf and go, "What's up, boy?" Or girl, actually. What's up, girl?
Yes. Once again, the wolf doesn't speak to you in the way that you're used to animals speaking to you. But it continues to do its series of body gestures that you can understand fluently. It is nervous. It seems to want to go to a location that is familiar with, but it seems to be expecting danger.
Okay. Is everyone okay with us straying from the path for a little bit?
Oh, I guess we have enough
Are you gonna
supplies.
tell,
for
wait, are you
now.
gonna tell the rest of the party what you just heard?
Yeah, okay. Well, I didn't hear anything.
Well,
It's just like
You can
it's
make
just,
an
like,
animal
looking at
handling
me.
check to try and coax it to talk to you.
I'll think it's fine. Yeah. So basically, the wolf wants us to go somewhere, but it might be dangerous.
Well, I'm going to follow it, probably.
I mean, has danger ever stopped us before?
It's true.
Not really.
no.
Nope.
Some of us almost got stopped, but yeah.
Wow.
Well, you feel better about it when you know it's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You guys head off into the direction that the wolf is following, and basically with you guys following, the wolf seems to be a little bit happier. Although Arya, you do notice that the wolf is constantly on edge.
Mm-hmm.
And it basically begins to lead you off into like a more rougher, more rockier, more difficult to traverse location. Although, once again, for you, it's no issue at all. And
It's
with your party members following you, you're sort of indicating, don't try and climb up that bit. Walk here. There's a easier way to go up.
Right.
You
like
lead the party to
telling them
make
where to
traveling
go.
easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you travel for another like maybe an hour and a half in a direction that you know innately is leading you away from the path, but you still know where you are. Everybody roll me perception checks.
Yas.
Damn it.
Everybody except Vondal. This makes perfect sense. You notice once again that all of the sounds of
Oh,
nature
damn it.
around you are they begin to sort of stop. There's no sign of animals, there's no sounds of birds. And the wolf is very, very much on edge.
Lovely. Can I like ready my sword? I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Loosen it in the sheath. Oh no.
That
Music is
glitch.
kicking in.
Yeah, creepy music is kicking in.
I guess I'll also just prepare myself.
Yeah, I'll take out my sword.
Okay.
The magic one.
I don't have shit to prepare.
Upon seeing you guys get ready, I'm
I
gonna
can
get
take
my
my
hammer out.
stick.
I can take my stick.
You've got a short bow.
It's true, but
Still.
that's too much effort.
Yeah, V
Bullshit.
tends to keep her hands free because if she's wielding the bow, it's a lot more difficult for her to cast spells because she has to
That's
put the
true.
bow away and then cast because she needs at least one hand free. But yes, you guys travel off the path through this rocky terrain. Oh yeah, I need to read something in your character sheet really quickly.
Okay.
Okay, that is something you need to activate.
What?
Because you have primeval awareness now.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
so with the information I'm giving you, I'm going to hint at you strongly that there are monsters nearby,
Okay.
and you may want to use that.
Okay.
So okay, so you spend this time that you're traveling concentrating for like you concentrate for about roughly a minute.
Okay.
And you're scanning the ground, and the thing that you notice is, like you discovered previously, in the glade of trees that had been stripped, you can see cockatrice tracks.
Lovely.
You can see now that there are many of these creatures. How many exactly? I will find for you now. But yes, they are definitely within 5 miles of you, and you are headed towards their general direction.
All right. I'm gonna turn to the rest of the group and say, there seems to be more cockatrices ahead.
You can see fresh tracks for about 4 of them.
About 4 of them.
Yes.
Well, at least they weren't too tough
No.
last time.
Hmm.
So we should probably.
I sort of look at the wolf and I sort of go, maybe he's leading them towards their nest?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Do you communicate that to the wolf?
No, just to the party, I guess.
Okay.
Which I guess includes the wolf at this point?
I mean, you have to actively switch languages to do that.
That's true. Yeah, I guess I'll ask the wolf.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Woohoo, I'm smart.
Yay! Deduction.
Yeah.
Arya just kind of grips her sword and is
Okay.
like, "Good, I would like to eradicate."
I was like, those cockatrices we fought before, they
These
were
are
like full
monstrosities,
grown, right?
Sorry, one at a time?
Oh. These are monstrosities, right?
Yes.
I asked Arya, do you know if the cockatrices were full grown before, or were they young?
They were full grown, right,
Yes.
Ferrous?
Okay.
Yeah, they were full grown.
Okay, just making sure that we don't like encounter like a
Yeah,
big
they are not likely to be more threatening.
Okay.
No.
We're not gonna encounter an angry mom, cockatrice.
I hope not.
You
Jesus.
might, but they won't be
Oh,
any
no.
more aggressive than the ones you already fought.
Yeah.
Gonna
Okay.
say, 'cause
Sorry, won't be
Ferrous
any more
would be,
threatening, not any more aggressive.
Well, yeah.
It will certainly be more aggressive, but it will be the same threat level. Yeah, but basically you guys approach. And I will draw the scene out in front of you on the battle map.
I was also thinking, because we did like see them collecting, or like they tried to collect bark or something before.
Yes, they were.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, they were collecting
they
bark.
did seem organized. So there's probably more to it than just cockatrices.
Do you think that's something else?
Not
Maybe.
necessarily.
Yeah, because I'm like, it's not unusual for birds to collect things for building nests and stuff.
Not
I
unusual.
guess.
So,
I don't
What?
think a nest of cockatrices
Wow.
should be allowed to develop if that's what they're doing.
No, Arya, you agree with that sentiment a great deal.
what sentiment?
That they should not be allowed to be building a nest.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah. Fuck that noise. They are quite bad.
I don't know how best to represent this. I guess I'll draw it in faint in grey. These faint grey circles that I'm drawing right now represent a change in elevation ever so slightly.
Okay.
Because this basically you are approaching what looks like a it's a natural formation of rocks that forms like a natural cave or shelter. But it is basically at the top of a small gravel slope.
Gotcha.
Okay, so it goes up first.
Basically, each of these changes in incline is roughly about 5 feet over the course of a few feet.
Okay.
There you go.
Going up.
Going up, yes. And you can see the cave, and there's basically a cave entrance as well, which is here.
What's the brown stuff? Is that trees?
The brown stuff is trees, yeah. So it represents 2 very large tree trunks.
Gotcha.
Yeah, basically, if you want to arrange yourselves somewhere between the 2 grey lines as you start climbing the hill, because as you reach that point, I'm going to ask you to roll me perception checks.
Oh, can I move the wolf around? No, sadness.
Oh. No, I will control him for now, but he will go where you tell him to go.
She.
Sorry.
We are going to stop.
Damn it, Ferrous.
I'll get it
gender
eventually.
Confusion.
You made this wolf.
Well, eventually I'm going to name her. I'm just not sure if we're at that level where I can name her yet.
Perhaps after this
Okay.
fight.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
This has been my running
Actually,
perception.
Right.
There.
Yeah, everyone roll perception.
It's a bit better.
Oh, I suck.
Oh, look at
Oh,
that!
wow.
I could have had advantage. I could have had a credit. Cries.
Okay. Grim, Vondal, and Kelariis, you are the first to spot. Moving ahead of you. Four cockatrices moving around outside of their lair. Basically, like one of them sort of moves sort of out of the tree line towards the others. From what you can see, Grim, they basically look to be they're gathering bark stripped from trees. They don't seem to have stripped any of the trees here. But they do seem to have piled it up outside of the cave and do seem to be sort of carrying it into and out of, well, no, they're carrying it into the cave, where you can basically assume they're building something with it.
Okay.
How you want to approach this is up to you guys.
We should have a war.
I will put you guys in Sado initiative for now. So basically, you can declare in any order, but don't move any further than your allowed movement, because I will be making checks to see if you guys get spotted. Because right now you are undetected.
Well, I think first things first, we need to inform V and Arya that they're out there. 'Cause they haven't spotted them.
Not yet.
I
So.
assume.
Yeah.
So Vondal probably kind of grabs V by the shoulder. It's just like, and motions at Arya like, wait, hang on, they're ahead.
Okay.
I guess I'll move over to here to get it, so we don't have to talk too loudly.
Mhm.
And I suggest we move over to the tree on the left, so we can like it's easier to get close without getting spotted.
Good idea.
We should probably stay as well. Like, take it a long way around,
Yeah.
so that the incline in the hill like slightly kind of disguises us.
Mm-hmm.
I can sort of try to sleep most of them, I guess.
That is true. You could probably do that.
You'd have to get closer though, wouldn't you?
No, it's a pretty long range spell.
Oh, is it? I don't know how
Yeah.
long the range is.
It's pretty long range.
Yeah, so let's move over to this tree.
So we can't move outside our allotted movement.
For now.
Yeah, sleep has a range of 90 feet.
Yes, sleep is a very versatile spell.
Yeah, I can basically hit
No.
them from here. But it only has like a radius of 20, so
You
I
won't
can
be
only
able to
hit, like-
sleep all of them.
yeah, I can sleep those 3 and
They are going to be moving around.
Wolf friend, follow me. Yay. I assume every time we move, they're gonna roll a perception check.
Well, if you guys are moving stealthily, roll me stealth checks.
Oh yeah.
boy. They're gonna see us like immediately.
Might as well.
Watch
Yeah.
it happens.
Oh!
Shit.
V swan
Swan
dives into the
dive.
gravel.
Swan dives into the
Oh, disadvantage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Two.
Oh,
V
Run up
moves
the
perfectly stealthily over the gravel incline, which is the advantage of not wearing shoes.
That is true.
Vondal is both crunching through the gravel and
Yeah.
clanking armor.
you know, still getting used to his new shoes.
Yeah, new boots.
Oh yeah, you've got new shoes. Oh wow, okay. So you guys begin your stealthy movement. At which point, one
Oh,
of
no.
the cockatrice that was moving to back towards the cave perks up its head and turns, and basically clocks all of you except for V and Arya moving. It clocks these four,
Haha.
or these 3 rather. It rolled a nat 20 on its perception, so.
Yeah.
The only way you could beat it was with a 21 or higher.
So me and V, high five.
Yes.
Five these.
I should have rolled for the wolf as well, but I can
Oh,
do that. Not that it matters because they've already seen you, but
Yeah, I was gonna say.
yeah, it spots the wolf as well.
Oh no,
Oh.
not my wolf.
Oh.
Wolf friend.
And the cockatrice is going to screech out to its companions, and that is going to put us into initiative.
Roll me.
That is
in.
really unfortunate.
Yep, that's what
Son
happens
of
when
a-
you have
I mean,
disadvantage
We
on a
knew this
stealth
was
roll with
gonna
a -1.
happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you knew you were going to get into a
gonna
fight.
happen.
I've got
But-
-1 stealth and disadvantage. What am I supposed to do?
Oh, natural 20, bitch.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Look at that, Arya. Watch as the cockatrice rolls a
Oh, what?
13 and above.
My token wasn't selected? Son of a bitch.
Oh, V.
Wow.
I swear it was selected, but whatever.
Oh.
It's
Oh,
cool.
you
No,
got that.
anyway.
Okay.
Rip.
Watch as the cockatrices roll 13 and above.
It's okay, at least you're not the lowest this time.
Yeah. But they always roll the enemies always roll better than Vondal, so we're gonna have to see if
Vondal's-
that maintains.
Vondal's warming up. He's getting faster.
I mean,
boots
at least
do
you
not
didn't
help.
Oh, hang on.
Unfortunately.
the boots do not help. Oh.
I can, however, move 30 feet, which means Grim is the only one who can't.
Oh yeah, we never had a
Yeah.
conversation about me giving you those boots.
You just kind
You
of
just
left them
gotta-
next to me, and I.
Oh
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
assumed-
You just sort of
Yeah.
found them next to you when you
Fair
woke
enough.
up.
Yeah, and
That's what
I kind of.
Although
went,
I
"Well,
am
last
willing to
time
say
happened was
you
Arya,
were
so-"
awake and you were aware that Arya did it.
I was probably pretending to be asleep just to stay grumpy.
Wow.
Probably.
Good old grumpy sleep.
That's the Yep,
Oh
called it.
no!
Fucking
Oh
called it.
no!
Wow.
Called it.
They rolled
Arya
higher than
still gets
everyone
her
except-
advantages as well.
They always roll better than Vondal.
Haha,
Always.
bitch.
I
Natural
need to check
20.
something in the Ranger Arcana very quickly.
Oh.
Du- du- du.
Let's hope they can't move 65 feet.
Excessive.
No, they
They can
can't.
move
They can only move
30.
30.
Okay. so
Good.
that
Yeah, I
is
would be
better.
very surprised if they could.
The battle music is always just so.
It's always pretty strong.
It reminds me a little bit of Mad Max, but like way chilled out.
I want to like test out my new spells, but I also probably shouldn't. I should probably wait for a better time. I don't think 4 cockatrices is enough to like justify it, unless things start going downhill.
Okay, yeah, you can tell your companion exactly what to do. Arya.
Wait, what? Oh, the wolf.
Yes.
Okay. I was like, who?
You tell your companion how to act, basically. I was wondering if
Okay.
it cost you anything to do that, but it doesn't. You just tell it.
That would be stupid if it did cost me.
Believe it or not, the original Ranger Beastmaster has to use his action to control his companion.
What?
Yeah,
That's
it's
dumb.
really stupid.
This is much better. Alright. I guess it's my move then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot this guy.
Okay. You are firing uphill, which I'm going to say counts as cover.
So I have a disadvantage.
No, he gets +2 to his armor class.
Oh, okay.
You can move and then shoot.
Yeah, you have a lot of movement.
Oh, that's true.
2 turns of movement, I think. Does she?
No, only one.
Oh no. Oh, okay. Damn.
She hasn't got a
You might
surprise
just want
round.
to keep in mind what their range is, so they don't walk into you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say maybe just.
I don't think Arya really cares.
No,
No,
that's
probably
Well-
not.
Fair.
that's.
Actually, I'm gonna stay here. JK.
Because Arya knows that her healer is on point.
Well, Arya has been down twice already in this campaign, so
And been revived by the
times.
on
three
point healer.
times. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. 3 times.
Arya's
okay.
life is forfeit in the defense of the forest.
That's true.
Fair
And
enough.
in the
Damn
face
it.
of monstrosities, she cares even less because
Yeah.
she hates them. So
Fucking damn it.
If we as tanks ever want to do anything, we need like boots of double
you guys
speed.
need to fucking roll better.
Well,
I kind of feel like
Vondal's
play
movement
Mercy-
is now 30 and cannot be reduced below 30, so...
That's true.
what I kind of feel like is I kind of feel like the Mercy, where you have a friendly Reaper who keeps teleporting in front of a Bastion. He knows he's gonna die, but he does it anyway.
Right,
Okay, roll the fucking longbow.
let's roll some dice. And remember, you have advantage.
Mhm. Oh, thank God. for
Thank
that.
the Lord.
Man.
Nice.
I mean, the fact
Roll me some
the
damage.
fact is, I would still have rolled a 1.
Yep.
Which is
Roll
Nice.
some damage.
Okay, yeah, you land a square hit on the cockatrice.
woo. Dot, 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 dot.
It is now its turn. Unless you... Do you have anything you can do with a bonus action with? You have spells, but I'm not sure you've...
I have
Wanna-
spells, but I don't really want to.
Oh, command your wolf as well, because it moves in the same initiative as you.
Yeah, just move up next to me.
Okay. It is going to hold its action in case you are attacked.
Okay.
It's just wolf.
Well, look, we're not on that level yet.
Okay, cockatrice is
It's a
going
wolf,
to...
it's a wolf.
You haven't named it yet, so it's called wolf.
I know, but I don't know if we're on that level.
It's going to move in and attempt to attack you, which is going to provoke Wolf's bite. It has advantage because of pack tactics. That is enough to hit.
Hack tack.
Nice.
Interesting.
Yes. It has an
What's
ability
that
called pack tactics, which is
Oh my
uh,
god.
Wolf has advantage on attack roll against a creature if at least one of the wolf's allies is within 5 feet of it and it's not
Holy
incapacitated.
shit.
Oh, that's cool.
It's great.
Wolf's
That was
just
1
11.
point off maximum damage.
Holy shit.
And it
Also,
doesn't need to. It doesn't need to check if it's knocked prone, because it literally rips the throat out of this cockatrice in a single,
Yes!
Well,
single strike.
I love you.
The damage.
I love my wolf.
The dog days are over.
Oh,
Wow.
horrible pun. Get out.
Who let the dogs out?
No, stop. We're not doing this.
Yes, we are.
Ugh.
Second Age, the musical.
Yeah,
Damn.
that'd be a great musical, is all I'm saying.
And the cockatrice are going to run towards you guys. V.
Dude,
Okay,
just
cool.
wolf for MVP.
We'll just chill here and just sleep all of them.
Okay.
Does my wolf? Hey, question. Does my wolf get affected by sleep?
Yes.
I assume it does.
Oh lord, that's a lot. Well,
That
I
is
can,
a
I can
lot.
put
That is
it
a
like
lot.
I can put it like here, and then your wolf won't be affected.
Yeah.
I think.
Let me check. Yes. So that's
I'll be surprised if they're not asleep.
32. I just need to do some maths.
Also, it didn't give me the opportunity to roll it at a higher level, which is weird.
Oh, did
'Cause
you
for
want
magic
to?
defenses- No, but just saying, it didn't give me the opportunity.
It might not have a specific macro for it.
That's okay.
Okay, so I can't do maths. How can I not do maths?
It's okay, I can't
Hold
either.
on. Okay, you cast it, but the natural resilience of the cockatrice means that only one of them falls asleep.
What?
Shit.
That's bullshit.
They have conveniently just enough HP between them for it to only affect one of them.
Wow.
I hate it.
Oh,
So one of them is
oh
asleep.
well. But that means it's a 3 cockatrice encounter, which we've dealt with before.
Well, it's only 2.
Yeah, you're also now
that's
level
it.
3.
Yeah, we're one level
Uh,
higher, fighting the same
Grim.
number of cockatrices.
It's your turn.
We got this.
I'll run up.
Time to show off what those new throwing dart upgrades can do.
I was thinking. Actually, I might as well. Or I was thinking if I should just have Arya shoot again.
No.
I want to shoot again. Then I'll just use my throwing dart.
Wait. What?
Grim has the
Yes,
ability that he can burn one of his strategy dice to make you do an attack again.
Oh, that's cool.
Was bonus
Pretty
damage.
sweet.
That's awesome. Sure. I'll shoot again. I'll shoot at the one that's well.
Okay.
There we
Yep. If you attack the one that's asleep and don't kill it, it will wake up.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, I'll take this one then.
Grim yells, "Oh yeah, take the one on the left!"
I shall! No, I didn't say that.
And you react without even thinking. Like you
Yeah.
you don't even care that you're being given orders, you just react on instinct.
Oh, damn it!
You should have attacked the
He's
one
gonna
that was
care after.
asleep.
I know.
Oh,
Are you sure I don't get advantage?
I'm sure you don't.
Damn it.
well, if they had like.
I love how you rolled a 1 and a natural 20.
I know.
Yeah,
I rolled a critical fail and a critical crit.
that's really unfortunate, but I'm
Hi.
afraid your attack does not hit.
Shit.
Oh well.
Now, is that your whole action?
That's my whole action.
That kind of
Wow.
sucks.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry
but
you wait.
later when I get multiple attacks, I can like attack.
Oh
and
yeah. You
it
need the
only
multiple
takes
attack to
one
be
of
able to
my
do
multiple
multiple
attacks things.
Yeah, because it forfeits one attack action.
Oh.
Next up.
Vondal.
Right, let's move as far as I can. Which is 1, 2, 3, 5. Should be to the. Nope, that's not the drag. Should be there if I've done the counting
Yep.
properly.
That seems about right.
Right, excellent. And
Can run so
Oh.
far now.
I think I will hold action until one of the cockatrices gets within striking distance.
And then
I'll
you're
go
going
for
to
a hand
attack.
swing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Kelariis?
I'm gonna move right here. And I'm going to throw a javelin at the one in front of me.
Okay.
'Cause
These
I'm def-
cockatrices are never going to be.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Just kidding.
Oh yeah.
Denied.
Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, I'm gonna shoot at this one again.
Mhm.
Oh,
Nice.
what the
Much
fuck?
better.
Can we talk about
It's the exact opposite of what you just rolled.
Amazing.
Holy
You have rolled a
shit.
natural one in the last
Okay.
all
You've
of
ro-
them. It's-
Your last 3 rolls all had a natural 1 in them.
Why?
That's a lot of damage.
You
though.
you skewer one of the cockatrices with an arrow and it shrieks shrilly. Command your wolf.
How far can the wolf? move?
This is your opportunity to make a Mortal Kombat joke.
Mortal Kombat.
I've never played Mortal Kombat, so.
Point at the cockatrice and yell, "Finish him!"
Oh, finish him!
Finish him.
Nice.
That was a good finish him. Well done.
Watch it
I'm
miss.
surprised the cockatrice didn't die there.
The cockatrice is brutally savaged by the wolf.
Yes!
I'm surprised that cockatrice didn't die to the arrow.
Yeah, I was gonna
That's
say.
a lot of damage.
hmm Remember how tough these things were last time?
Yeah, but that first
No.
one died to like just the wolf.
No, it didn't.
No, it was.
No, I shot it and then the
Oh,
wolf killed it.
oh right. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I forgot you shot it.
Me and the
first.
wolf are the best team, just saying.
Right.
Fair enough.
Cockatrice
You've
is going
killed
to keep
two already.
running and attacking
Kill
Yeah.
two
Kelariis.
before the rest of us can even attack.
Oh fucking.
But that provokes my action, right?
It will do, yes. I just rolled its initiative instead of its attack, sure.
All the exact same thing.
I did, yeah.
That's impressive.
Roll your attack.
If it's holding an action, can I use the bonus action as well? Do
No.
a War Priest double hit.
No, because you said it's attack, so you only
Okay,
get
fair
a
enough. Ah, there we
Oh,
go.
nice.
smack
That's
it.
still good.
Think.
I smack it.
Nice.
Whack.
You strike at the cockatrice,
Smack.
dealing damage. It
Banana.
attacks. Oh wow.
Oh,
This thing
dear.
is not. It's not whispering
Oh.
properly again, but that's fine.
Oh well.
Suffice to say, it hits you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what must be done.
Oh shit, it's gonna petrify. No.
It
please.
deals 3 piercing damage.
Okay.
You need to make me a DC 11 Constitution saving throw.
Oh
Fuck.
my god. Don't roll shitty. Don't roll
God.
shitty.
Oh,
passed.
thank the Lord.
Hey.
You now need to make me a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
I know.
Oh what?
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Just always one above.
Oh man.
Ugh.
Hey,
Oh,
it works
thank
for
God.
me.
V, it's your turn. The secret does not reveal itself yet.
It's gonna be the sword, which is gonna be a total bitch. Anyway, I guess I'm gonna. Well, I mean, we all. There's a lot of us who moved before the cockatrice, I guess. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna do 2 on this one and 1 on that one.
Okay.
Magic missile.
Nice.
Whee!
4, 1, 2.
No, that's only 2 on the other one. Rip. Oh, actually,
No. Okay, you strike it with 2 powerful missiles and deal 3 damage to the sleeping cockatrice that then wakes up. Grim.
what about this one? Is it still alive?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
I will. Oh, yeah, it's woken up now.
It is woken up.
Uh,
Show me your
Oh,
moves.
I'll pin him. Or,
Wow.
well, I say pin him. I'll just walk up to him, and hit him.
Nice. You finally hit something.
Damn.
I hit something.
Yay!
It's a
So
miracle.
proud.
Yay.
Round of applause for Grim.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
man.
I almost forgot damage is a thing.
It's been so long.
Good damage though.
You,
So
la-
long
you
spent.
land a powerful hit and you feel it break through the skin of the cockatrice as you
Yeah,
strike it with your morning star.
max damage.
You yell your catchphrase as you do so.
Good day.
Good day.
Good day, sir.
Vondal.
Oh no.
We're gonna go for another
Worst
hammer
joke
swing.
ever.
It is the worst joke ever.
That's not a hit, is it?
That's not a hit.
Oh,
Okay, I'm gonna expend one of my War Priest's charges to
Okay.
swing again. That's also
Nope.
not a hit. That's one more.
Holy shit.
The
Hell.
the cockatrice is kind of sick and tired of being a punching bag, and it leaps aside out of 2 of your strikes. Kelariis.
I'm gonna go for it with the sword.
Okay.
The Sword of Destiny.
I'm really
Sword of
nervous
Oh,
about
Vengeance.
they're
this
gonna. Are they, wait, first, aren't they
Yes.
gonna see the name of it when I?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Oh, just
Sword
kidding. I
of
don't
Vengeance.
fucking
Oh,
hit.
okay.
Even with a
It has
plus 7.
+7?
Yep.
Jesus Lord.
This is just
Well-
making me think, is it possible to exceed the armor class of a creature and still critically fail? And if so, what happens?
Critical fails are always misses.
Oh, shit.
Same way that critical hits are always hits regardless of armor class.
Fair enough.
Arya, you're feeling the thrill of a hunt right now.
Ha! Okay, I'm gonna shoot this guy.
Cool. What guy? Ah, that guy.
Yeah.
You will be he will be gaining an armor class for being in cover because you're firing through your friends.
Aw.
Can move.
There is a dwarf in the way.
Get that.
If you move to opposite Kelariis, you will count as flanking and gain advantage.
This like here?
No,
like across
opposite.
me.
Here?
So
Opposite Kelariis.
opposite Kelariis. So
Please.
there.
Oh. Sorry. All right.
Yeah, you will count as flanking if you move to there.
Okay, I'm gonna swing up my sword.
Okay, so both you and
That was-
Kelariis have advantage now.
Okay.
Oh, not me.
Oh, nice.
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 I don't even think you need to roll damage. You run this cockatrice through.
Haha. So I have now killed 3 of them.
Command your wolf.
Just
Yeah.
saying, guys. All right, I'm gonna have it attack this guy.
The wolf tries to tackle attack it. That's a hit.
A Pokemon.
Nice.
It keeps rolling 15.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, it tears this one apart as well.
Yes.
Holy shit!
So, Arya and the wolves just killed all of them.
Yeah.
No.
Solo, pretty much.
Shit.
Dude,
Nice.
Me and my wolf are
Tear
like
3
the
of them
best
apart.
fucking team.
So the only other people who actually dealt any damage were me and Grim and me.
Yep.
Guys, I just
And it was
wanna
like
say
one hit each.
that we are the best around. No one's
Yep.
ever gonna get us down.
Yep. Literally, like
Vondal
your
makes
your
a
wolf
comment.
your wolf tears this final cockatrice apart. Grim,
Vondal makes a
you're basically splattered ever so slightly with arterial spray as the wolf like completely
Ugh.
destroys this thing.
I'm not amused.
I go up to Grim and I guess I use shape water to wash up some of it off.
Yeah.
But those makes
Oh,
a comment of
Fiji.
anyone would have thought you'd been training together for years.
Because we are the best.
Is that in character?
No.
Yeah, I think
I was
so.
gonna say, wow, that was a strange.
That would have been very anti-character if it
That would
was.
have been very strange.
That's what the
Now that
adrenaline
the
does.
fight has subsided, you feel like there's more than just a bond of commitment between you and this wolf.
You're married now.
Like
Congratulations.
Wow.
you
Sure.
you feel like you almost have like you can like you're facing away from it right now.
Yeah.
And basically you're facing away from it right now, but you can it's almost like you can feel where it is. Like you know it's behind you even though you can't see it, and you know how it feels.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
So
Connection.
you have a connection.
Congratulations, you have received an animal companion.
Yeah.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
That's one
with
wolf.
oh no, hang on, you do you're feeling the bond, and you're as you're exploring this bond, you feel that the wolf wants to explore the cave, but it wants to explore the cave with you.
I want to explore the cave with you too.
Character. This is so out of character, and it's beautiful. What is it out of character? Is this the side of Arya
like
that
to
we
imagine-
don't see?
I like to imagine internally that's what she says.
Yeah.
But okay. Oh. Music of dark and
The
The
fairy.
wolf sort of begins to take a
Experience.
few tentative steps towards the
Okay.
cave.
Can I follow?
No one took any damage. I'm so
I
happy.
know.
I know.
Because me and the wolf
we're
just
best.
No, I
Oh,
took
good.
damage. I took
Oh,
yeah,
you took
Clara.
damage, Saul's.
Sorry.
Claire's got bitten.
Fuck!
Couldn't see
Yeah.
the health bar behind the cockatrice.
That's true.
Yeah.
Fine. That was 3 points.
It's not a huge amount of damage.
As you enter the mouth of the cave, you can see that the cockatrice were not the first inhabitants of this cave.
Okay.
Ooh.
Picked almost clean in front of you is the skeleton of an adult male wolf.
Oh
Oh.
The wolf basically, she goes up to it and she sort of smells it and sort of almost nuzzles it a little bit. And you're filled with an intense feeling of sadness from your companion.
Oh my god. I was not expecting that.
no! Oh no!
This is wolf backstory.
Your
I
wolf
know.
has a backstory!
It's a sad one.
Tragic backstory time, and it's for the
Wait.
wolf.
Wait, Luka, you didn't end up being Batman. But your
It's the
is.
wolf all along.
Oh my god, no. This is what this is. I can't believe that the first time we get tragic backstory for one of our characters, and it's the wolf.
Yep.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
as you take a look inside the cave, roll me perception checks.
Everyone?
Anyone who's sort of like investigating. The rest of you can see now that Arya and this wolf are examining the skeleton.
It's no one else. Okay.
No,
Aha!
I was looking for. Well, just kidding.
Clark!
Oh my god!
I'm
That's
just-
two natural ones.
You're blind!
Kelariis
She's
is having a
just like,
placebo effect of
"Whoa."
the poison.
God damn it.
Yeah, Kelariis, you're far too busy sort of like bandaging the wound you've received to be looking at this cave.
Well,
Arya, you're distracted by this wolf carcass and the feeling of sadness from your companion. Vondal, you're also distracted by the wolf carcass. Grim and V, you look inside, and basically in the dark, in like the half darkness of the cave ahead of you, you can see 3 more skeletons.
Are they wolf skeletons?
They are all wolf skeletons.
Oh my
oh
god!
my god! No!
No, it's
Well,
the whole pack.
That's cockatrices for you.
Holy shit!
Is it like more young wolves than one female adult?
There are 2 males, roughly the same age as your companion. One elderly female, and the skeleton in front of you is also an elderly male.
Oh no!
Yep. Tragic backstory
Oh.
for the wolf.
Are you gonna be
V,
pissed as
in the
fuck.
back of the cave, you can see a small bowl-like construct made out of tree bark.
I walk over to it.
Okay.
It's gonna be an egg. Fuck me.
As you look inside, there is a clutch of 10 to 15 eggs.
Or more.
Holy
Cool.
shit.
Roll me a nature check.
Oh lord.
They're cockatrice eggs.
Yeah, I figured. I motion everyone to come over here and tell everyone that there's a lot of eggs of cockatrices.
Okay. Can Arya go over there?
Yep.
Step inside the cave.
Can I take my sword out?
If these are monstrosities, it's okay to crush some egg.
Smash them.
I feel
That's
a little
exactly
bit.
what I'm thinking.
I mean, I look at Arya like raising her sword, and I'm just like, I look very worried, and I'm just like,
Can I just look at her?
Are you gonna... Yeah, you can. React how you will to this. You guys can act in real time.
I say it's actually quite interesting finding these eggs here.
They're monstrosities. They shouldn't be here.
Well, then we can get rid of them. And
I
perhaps
know.
kind of like, you know, like the same way people kind of like motion with the bat, where they're like lifting it and catching it. in
Yeah,
one hand.
tap
Yeah,
tap.
Vondal's doing that with his hammer.
Perhaps we could like spare 1 or 2 to bring along in case we.
They wouldn't have
Like-
spared the wolf if they had caught her.
No, it's not so much spare them as to sell them for research purposes.
Oh, what? So they can hatch and kill a scientist? That's a brilliant idea.
Well, difference is the scientist will have an idea of what they're doing, or scholar or whomever.
Well, not necessarily. These are monstrosities.
And do they even hatch without any special attention?
Roll me a nature check with a -2.
Okay.
They are past the point of whatever it's called. Like, is it like gestation? Like if you
Gestation.
yeah, if you like were to hold them up to the light, you could see the creature formed inside. Also, Grim, at any point in your life, have you ever worked for Wayland Yutani? Because that's what you sound like right now.
I was gonna say.
Wow.
No.
That's what your mercenary group should be called.
Wayland Yutani. Oh man.
No, but I already
Like-
have an amazing name.
Okay, never mind then.
What is it called? Just give me a second. I kind of forgot. It's like the
Wow.
Amazing name.
The-
Just let me.
I know it's like the short
The-
version is the Amber Eagle. It's great.
Oh. It's kind
Wait,
of cool.
didn't I mention this?
I don't think you. I
Um,
think you said it to me. I don't think you said it to the rest of the party.
Nope.
Anyway, this is irrelevant to the scenario at hand.
It is.
So, to
Well-
compound
well-
the conflict that you guys are having, the wolf is padding slowly around the cave, looking sad, and basically when it notices the nest, it growls at it.
See, look. She wants it dead too. These things shouldn't be allowed into the world.
They're not natural creatures.
No, they're not.
We don't want more of them, especially not 10 to 12 more of them.
Exactly.
I think it'd be best to destroy the eggs and leave.
Can I just swing a hammer to destroy them?
No, I'm gonna do it. I will
Can
stop
I-
you.
Okay.
Aya wants to do it.
Can I walk
Very
over
well.
to the eggs and just snatch one without anybody noticing?
Fucking.
God damn it, Graham.
Roll me a stealth check followed by a sleight of hand check.
Oh, this is not gonna
An
work.
emotional crisis.
This is not gonna work, but I really want it to work. Okay, stealth.
Come on, Karma. You can do it. Yeah.
You begin to approach the nest, and Aya sort of like puts out a hand as if to say no.
Aw.
What if that thing hatched on you while we were on the road? What then? What would you do with it?
Well, it is a baby.
A baby monster.
Yeah. So
A
if
baby
we smash
dragon is
it-
no less threatening than a regular dragon. Yeah, still fuckers.
Yeah.
Still more than capable of doing damage.
I sort of
Well done.
look at the eggs and look at the entire party, you know, pretty much agreeing that they need to be destroyed, and I silently walk out of the cave.
Yeah.
I'm gonna trust Arya could deal with this. But on my way out, I'm gonna kind of grab Grim by the shoulder and try and move him out of the cave
Yeah.
as well.
well, I'll come along because I don't feel like I have any chance of winning this argument.
Yeah, Arya is
You've
pretty
petitioned
perfect.
it. They've said no, these things are evil, but you aren't that invested in saving them.
No, it's just it was more of a opportunity than anything else.
Alright, I would like to smash the eggs.
Just
As the rest of you leave this cave, you hear the wet smashing sound of steel hitting eggs. Aya, I'm not going to
I
describe
cover
how
my ears.
grotesque this is. It's
cover
pretty
my
I'm sure
ears.
it's
grotesque.
horrible.
I'm gonna. Vondal puts his hand on V's shoulder, just like.
Because it's not just like smashing eggs, these things actually have things in them.
I feel like she would gain a sense of satisfaction.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yet some twisted feeling within you feels happy that you've done this.
My darkness.
Yeah.
Darkness within. The chaos.
Okay.
As you sort of finish this, you turn away and you're suddenly aware of sort of how tightly you're gripping your sword,
Mm-hmm.
and you sort of you've you've not lost control like that for a long time.
Yeah, that was pretty. It reminded me of a lot of things.
Like,
A lot of bad things.
and basically, as you turn away, you catch the wolf looking at you, and you lock eyes with your wolf for like a few seconds. And in that moment, there's a lot of transfer of feelings. Like, you see it, and suddenly you have full clarity. Like, it's almost like you are reliving the experiences that it has had with these monstrosities yourself, but you're remembering your own experiences, and the wolf is the same. You wordlessly bond over a shared experience, basically.
Can I like drop my sword and go over and put my hand on its head?
Yeah. It sort of it nuzzles up to you and sort of lovingly licks the side of your face.
It's really emotional, guys.
It was supposed
There's no words, but there's plenty of emotions.
Yeah.
Just like Pixar.
Just like Pixar.
Wow.
Okay.
And with
Uh,
that,
Is it possible for me to bury these wolves?
yes,
Can I do that?
yes. You take well, you'll have to sort of like take them outside and do it.
Right, yeah. Okay, so I gather some of the... I guess I probably can't carry like 4 wolves outside all at once, but...
You can't do them all at once.
Yeah, I would have to
say
take
it
several
would
trips.
probably take you like an hour to dig 4 decently sized graves and bury these things.
Yeah,
during
that's-
which time you can have a short rest.
I would like to do that.
Everyone except Arya, that is.
During
I
which,
might as well.
during which Vondal is trying his best to comfort V, although he's probably not very good at comforting people. He's still trying.
Roll me a charisma check.
Oh, okay. Doing it.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
never mind.
Wow.
Quit, motherfuckers.
Thanks, Dad.
Role play me this conversation. Whilst the wolves are buried.
He probably just puts his hand on his shoulder, he's probably had his hand on his shoulder since the smashing started. Then eventually, once it stops, he just goes, "You okay? You okay, V?"
Yeah, I mean, I know it has to be done, but still,
It's still life.
yeah, it's new life being born is always. It should be a nice occasion, but I guess for some creatures, it shouldn't happen.
It's never a pleasant experience when stuff like this has to happen. It's never fun when the young never get to live, but this is the thing. Thanks to Arya, there could be much more other lives that are saved as a result.
Right?
Needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, or the one.
Especially when those things are horrific hell monsters that shouldn't be here.
Thanks, Arya. Just Arya just sort of like pops her head out of
Yeah.
the cave.
Yeah, I know. I was just walking past.
Yeah, you sort of overhear this conversation as you're walking past, and you say that sort of like half under your breath, but it's still audible.
Yeah.
I sort of say thanks.
And I'll just taps your shoulder and just keeps his hand there while the whole thing happens.
Congratulations, you two have bonded.
Hooray!
Aww. Best
You
friend
get-
someone actually
Yeah, I
loves
was like-
me in this group.
We've
Plus-
done
Plus,
Wow.
We've sung songs while one of us was drunk, and now we're bonding over baby cockatrice eggs being smashed and wolves buried.
V is finally attaining our father figure.
Holy
Aw,
shit.
Hooray!
it's finally happening.
Technically, you're not. Well, in years, you're much older than me, but like, in actual sort of quote unquote human-like age. You're not that much older.
No.
Oh well.
No. But yeah, he's still 175 years old technically.
Yeah, you're about 150 years older than me.
He is Dwarf Dad.
Dwarf Dad!
Yeah.
Dwarf Dad 2016.
Not every day that the daughter is taller than the father, but oh well.
I don't know, have you been to my family?
I have.
Well, she's not... She's not quite taller than my dad, but my sister is almost as tall as my dad.
I'm glad we get this glimpse of your life, Ferrous.
Yeah, it's like, alright, so now
An
we're unlocking
insight into the
DM's
life of Rob.
backstory. Yeah.
Yeah. Right, well, as this hour elapses and you have this somber ceremony, sort of burying these wolves, you... Basically, Arya, your kinship with this wolf is very close now, and as a result, you can see its character sheet and its abilities.
Gasp.
And everybody
Like
should be
gasp.
able to see its personalities, ideals, bonds, and flaws.
Like gasp, we can.
Whoa.
Or belly rubs. Oh no!
Oh my god.
That's
Yeah.
so cute, though.
Yes.
Basically, it's basically the wolf is Arya until food or belly rubs is involved.
Basically.
I don't know, have you tried giving Arya food or belly rubs?
I was gonna say, you don't
I
know
don't
that
think
that's
Arya
not
would appreciate belly rubs, and I've already seen her
No.
on food, and she's exactly the same. So yeah, I think we have.
I don't know, you haven't tried belly rubs yet. I think you
I
have to
don't know if
unlock
we
that.
want
I don't
try.
think we should. I don't think Arya would appreciate a dwarf getting close enough for a start. There'd have to be someone else.
You have to unlock the you have to get so many like friendship points with her before you can try belly rubs.
But yes, you
Turn
will
into
you
a
will
day.
no doubt notice that Arya and the wolf have very similar traits.
Hmm.
Weird how that happens.
Yeah.
Can I so after we bury these wolves, can I just like come up and sit next to my wolf? Have a moment.
Yes. You should
And
now be able to
during that
control it as
time-
well. You should be able to move it around.
Right. I guess we're like is a good place, like at the bottom of this tree. Good. So now that we've like had our super bonding moment, can I be aware of its name? This is like me sensing its name, but I'm going to name it, if that makes sense.
Yes. The,
You're gonna decide the wolf's had a name this whole time, and
you
Arya is
you
now a
you can name the wolf, and it will be happy to be called whatever you call it, because there is no direct translation for what the wolf is called in Common or Elvish or anything for that matter.
Right.
Because
Just like
in order to
Wolfish.
speak its name in Wolfish, you have to do a series of expressions with your body that you
Aren't
can't do unless you're a
translatable.
wolf.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
V.
Or me.
Okay. So
You should be able to do that yourself. You should just be able to edit the wolf sheet.
This is
Okay.
excellent. We're gonna see the naming in process.
What's the rest of you
Maybe-
doing whilst Arya is sort of talking to the wolf?
I've been comforting thee.
I'm being comforted.
Wow.
Grim,
That sounds like
Kelariis,
that sounds
what
like
do you
something
guys
from
do?
The
Comforted.
Sims.
I guess
Yeah, it's
I'm.
like comfort is comforted.
Yeah.
Yeah, like The Sims.
I guess I go in and check if any of the eggs survived, but I doubt it.
No, it's a pretty grim sight. There's a lot of
Grim.
yeah.
Hey. Ba-dum.
Oh well.
The slow
Slow
clap.
clap.
Slow clap processor.
Wow.
Yes. It's very morbid. There's like all of the eggs are completely smashed, and there's like the remnants of basically fetal matter like strewn across the floor of the nest. It's not pleasant.
Well, in that case, I just give up on it and continue cleaning myself from all the blood.
It
wolf
wasn't.
splat
It
on
wasn't
the
that bad.
Yeah, but it's
It was a brief
It's-
arterial spray as this thing was savaged by a wolf.
like, even though if he tried to clean me, it's like it always sticks a bit. Blood is hard to
In
get
your
out.
hair.
Yeah,
It's
A
got a
little
little bit
bit red.
red.
Blood isn't the problem. It's brains. Brains never come
Oh.
out.
their brains are nasty.
Don't ask me how I know that.
I'm not going to. Actually, no, I am going to ask. Did you do science?
No,
Any point in
I got
education?
it from Nick in Left 4 Dead 2.
Oh.
Okay.
Well then.
Anyway,
Yes. So yeah, you sort of clean yourself. Kelariis, what are you up to?
Have V and Vondal like finished their conversation already?
Yeah, it's sort of been silent comforting for a little while. V's probably got like a head rested on Vondal's shoulder.
Aww.
Aww.
even though she's like loads taller, so she has to like slightly crouch. to
You're
do
both
it.
sitting
I-
down.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh,
they're
yeah,
sitting
that
down,
too.
so it's probably
Exactly,
fine.
sit down. No, that's fine.
I kind of just, like kind of catch V's attention. Go, V. Will you tell me again about your quest that you were on?
Oh, well, my mother has gotten very sick because of, the tree that she's connected to, has caught something. We're not sure what, but I'm looking for something that will cure it so that my mother stays healthy.
I don't know exactly what I'll be able to do, but I will help you in any way I can. And I also look to Vondal and say, Vondal, I don't know exactly what you're doing, but if there's anything I can do to help you, the same offer extends to you and to the rest of
Yeah.
the group. But I'm
When,
saying
you-
it
when,
to
you,
you
when
guys
you
now.
specifically address Vondal, he looks as if he's like suddenly roused from some kind of internal argument. Just goes, "Oh, yeah, we'll do."
All right.
Everybody who is sitting around, roll me perception checks. Arya, you can have advantage for this. And you can roll for your wolf as well.
How do I roll for my wolf?
You open his character sheet.
Oh,
Her
wait.
character sheet, fuck's sake.
God,
You have a
don't-
name now.
It's okay.
It
It will
has
only
a name
take as
now,
long
so-
as it will only take as long as it took for Ferrous to not call her Vi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
an entire
how
session.
do
Oh
I-
yeah, there we go.
Couple more
Yeah,
hours.
there.
How do I roll her? Oh, I see.
You just click. It should
Yeah.
be perception. Perception
Yeah, I
plus
see.
5.
Damn, wolf eyes.
Wolf
Wolf eyes.
more wolf hearing and sense of smell because the wolf has advantage on perception checks that involve those
Yeah, she
senses.
does.
There you go. It should say on the sheet now as well the character name.
Just not on the icon.
Okay, yeah. Basically, as you are all sitting here, Arya, you notice that your wolf perks up as if she hears something.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, Kelariis, Grim, V. Basically, you hear what sounds like crunching in like the rough like stone area around you. And as you turn towards the sound, you notice that an elven man is approaching you from
Oh.
behind. He has his bow drawn and an arrow on the string, but he is not yet aiming it at you.
Okay.
I need to edit this token real quick.
Excuse me, sir.
Hello. Will you be my friend?
Oh my god.
Oh, from there.
From there.
Okay.
And
my
he's
voice.
basically approaching you with a
No, Legolas has
arrow on
blonde
the
hair,
string.
God damn it.
Oh, that's true.
And he basically walks towards you and says, what are you outsiders doing here?
Traveling?
As you say this, he notices you specifically, V, and he like his state tenses a little bit. But he doesn't seem hostile towards you. He seems hostile to the people who are flanking you, basically.
Has he seen me? Rob, has he seen me yet?
He has not seen you yet.
Okay.
And he's going to take like another step closer towards you guys.
I guess I stand up because I've been sitting and just like resting my
Yeah.
head on Vondal's shoulder.
I also stand.
Okay.
Yeah, can I walk out here?
Does that mean Vondal is now aware
Yeah.
of this elf?
I would say so.
Yes, there's a conversation is happening now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Vondal's also gonna stand up.
Arya, as he clocks you walking out from behind the tree, he seems very, very confused.
Okay.
And he turns to you and in perfect Elvish says, "Are you with them?" The way he phrases the question does not sound hostile.
Okay. I'm gonna respond with yes. These are my traveling companions.
Anyone who understands Elvish can hear and understand. this
Vondal
conversation.
says in Elvish, what?
Oh,
have,
right,
you have you ever seen a band of adventurers before?
He does a double take when you start speaking Elvish at him.
It's not every day you can meet a dwarf who can speak Elvish.
You know, and then in response to that, he goes, "You also never seen a dwarf that speaks Elvish, apparently."
Yeah.
I just look confusedly because I do not speak Elvish. I speak Sylvan.
Oh
Yeah.
right, you speak Sylvan.
Sylvan, whatever.
He seems very taken aback and in Elvish responds, "Oh, my apologies. I guess I jumped the gun a little bit." He doesn't say that because that's a metaphor that doesn't make any sense.
Well, yeah.
But he says something along
I
the
jumped
lines.
my bow.
I jumped my
Yeah.
bow a little bit.
It seems as if I was a little hasty.
Can I ask him what he thought we were doing in Elvish?
Yeah,
I don't
he
know,
basically
he's
says, well, I've been ranging these forests for several days, and I came across this den of creatures, and I was surprised to notice that there were people here. I naturally assumed that so many outsiders were intruders of some sort. Roll the... In fact, no, actually, everybody who's looking at him, roll me a history check. Arya, Vondal, and V, you can have advantage.
Oh!
Wow, nice.
Oh, dude!
Don't fucking need it.
Kelariis is clueless.
Yeah.
Oh, double crit, motherfuckers.
I'm pretty clueless too.
Shit,
No,
Vondal.
I
You are.
can't see him from here.
Grim is just still in the cave.
Grim's
Yeah.
just like despairing of the fact
I mean,
he can't
you
steal
can
an egg.
hear this conversation going outside, and you can see that there is a figure off to one side, but you don't have a clear view of him. Vondal and Arya, you notice that basically on the green robes he is wearing, he basically has a it's an insignia of basically like but let me find the specific description.
Me and Kelariis are just looking at each other very confusedly at all this Elvish.
Yup.
Oh right, yeah. You guys.
I'm just so happy I got to surprise someone by speaking Elvish to an elf as a
Yeah.
dwarf.
He is very surprised. Yes.
I'm so happy about this.
Basically, he has the symbol. He has the symbol of basically it's a large. It's like an oak leaf with a half moon. With a and like basically in the. It's not a half moon. Sorry, it's a crescent moon, and inside the crescent moon is a large stag. Vondal and Arya, you recognize this as the insignia of the Wild Hunt.
Oh. Okay.
So he is presumably a member of the Wild Hunt.
Okay.
for those of you who don't know what the Wild Hunt is, the Wild Hunt is basically a specific unit of rangers, hunters, fighters, and other oddities that accumulate under the banner of Corellan Letharian to defend the forests against all manner of intruders. And basically they act as wardens, except in times of extreme strife where they are basically marshalled as a military unit. And he is presumably a ranger of the Wild Hunt. Yes, suffice to say, he finds it surprising to find 5 adventurers, one of whom is an Eladrin, one of whom is an Elvish-speaking dwarf, and one of whom is a child of the forest.
And a dragon.
Hooray!
And a halfling.
A dragonborn.
The Dragonborn and the gnome are sort of, they're regular outsiders. But the rest of you are oddities.
I sort of look at Vondal and I go, "What's going on?"
And I kind of explain the conversation as thus far.
Yeah. He as soon as you start explaining, he switches to common and apologizes and basically says, "I'm sorry. It seems I was a little preemptive. I am a warden of the Wild Hunt. It's my duty to make sure that outsiders do not pass its borders without good reason." And he basically says, "May I ask why you are here and what is your quest?"
I do my entire spiel
What
again.
is your favorite color?
What is the airspeed and velocity of an unladen swallow?
What do you mean, African or European swallow?
He doesn't know the answer to that.
Wow.
Bye.
Well, I do my entire spiel again.
Yeah. Okay, he as soon as you say, "I'm here to help my mother," he looks like he's about to open his mouth to speak, but you don't give him time to open his mouth and speak, and he sort of, he awkwardly but politely waits for you to finish before he turns to Kelariis.
I'm traveling, of course, with these, 5 with the wolf now, and I was looking for temples in the area. I'm passing through with them now to help them with their quest.
Okay. He looks at you a little bit weirdly when he says you're looking for temples, and he's sort of like, "Why are you in a forest looking for temples?" But
I said ruins, not temples, but...
oh, okay, yeah. In that case, he doesn't question it.
Sorry, I realized
Grim, he sort of turns to you and says, "What are you doing, lurking in the shadows?"
Oh, I wasn't quite sure who you were, but I am just sticking around with the party.
So you're a tourist.
Oh wow!
Well, well,
That's a sick burn.
I would call this a business trip.
And what is your business?
I'm a mercenary.
Whose banner do you fight under?
My own, actually.
Do
The Amber
you have
Eagle.
proof of that?
Not really, I think.
Yes, you do.
Wait, do I?
You have the Articles of
Yeah,
Incorporation.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, I pull it out, I guess.
Yeah.
Out of my backpack.
Yeah, he looks at the piece of paper that you present him with, sees that it's sealed, and that basically seems to satisfy him. But he looks at you all like you're all a little bit strange, and he's still not quite sure what to make of the whole thing. But he's just like, anyway, it seems as if you guys are capable of handling yourselves. I see that you've come across these monsters and dealt with them.
Can I ask him, if how long these monsters have been here? Because it looked like there was a wolf in here before. So I'm wondering how long you knew about these things.
I myself did not. I myself have only just discovered this. I basically only a few years ago passed my trials to enter into the to the Wild Hunt, I've basically been a ranger in training up until now. This is my first sort of solo foray. I've been ranging within a couple of miles of here, but this is the first time I've been through here. It was not until I noticed the damage these things had caused and the tracks that I came to investigate. Is that? Do you continue with that line of questioning, or?
No, I'm satisfied.
Okay.
Answer.
Yeah, he turns and says, I'd hate for us to sort of run into any more sort of dangers, so if you don't mind, I'd like to escort you back to town. I need to go back myself, and I feel it would be better if I could ensure that you were escorted safely.
Arya don't need no man. No.
Arya, roll me insight checks on this guy.
I don't. I believe him.
Yeah, I don't believe him. Okay, I believe him.
I'll try rolling an insight.
Yeah.
No, I was saying I believe him. He doesn't.
Yeah, you can roll insight checks, and like anybody can roll an insight check on that. If you don't want to roll an insight check, don't.
No, I'm
Well,
kind
shit,
of
boys.
Just kidding.
suspicious.
Vondal, from the look he gives you as he's saying this, it's more like he wants to keep an eye on you rather than making sure that you're safe. But
I walk over to him and shake his hand and say, "I'm V."
Oh, V.
Vondal rolls his eyes.
he's sort of like, my name is Eleron Senadel. Those of you who speak Elvish, roll me history checks.
It's probably someone really fucking important.
Oh
my God.
Vondal is on point with his elven history, apparently.
Right.
What the fuck?
He knows all about the elves.
What the fuck? He knows more than the actual elf.
Vondal, you know that Cyanadel translates roughly in Elvish to Moonbrook.
Oh.
The name Moonbrook is important. Because the name Moonbrook is given to basically given to members of Sahanian's religious order, basically. So it's highly possible that, well, it is almost certain that his mother or some either his mother or his grandmother is a full-time dedicant of Sahanian.
Can you spell this guy's name out for me for a second?
I can just do this. Hold on.
Hello.
Oh.
In fact, I can just reveal his. There we go. You should now be able to see him in.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
Yes. Also, noticeably for a member of the Wild Hunt, he is a high elf, not a wood elf.
Yeah, I was gonna say he looks like a high elf. Wait.
Son of a mother. I can't.
Language V.
Wow.
Damn.
Oh, I can turn the
It's
creepy
just
music.
I can't figure out how to. I'm
What
trying
the
to put this guy into my notes, but it won't. It's not working.
Oh,
Just-
I think
you can't copy paste. Let me guess.
No, that's not the issue. It's just I want to like I have certain bits like more in front and more backwards, and this just okay. Look at my notes. I think Ferrous can.
I can.
Oh.
Yes.
I've had that problem too.
The bit with the others, I want it to have the same on the same level as companions, places, and notes, but it won't do it, and I'm just so angry.
You need to use Shift Enter or something stupid like that.
Oh,
And,
yeah. If you press Shift Enter when making a new line, it removes the formatting.
Oh, thank the Lord. Okay, shift enter.
Yeah.
doing it.
Is
You
it
know,
not?
if,
We'll work it out later. It's fine.
like it keeps the same formatting, but it won't copy or like it will like become like separate. You can change the formatting of the new thing. It's very weird.
Yes.
I spent like half an hour on it.
I think Vondal's gonna like step up next to V and just kind of go. Very well, Livran. Could never hurt to have an extra pair of hands when traveling the forest.
Okay. Yeah. He concurs to that.
But I'm gonna be making. But if he's keeping an eye on us,
You're gonna
I'm
keep an
keeping
eye
an eye
on
on
him.
him.
Yeah. Fair enough. Okay.
Mutual distrust.
That's fine.
I was fine with him until he said it like that.
What did he say?
He said. He basically said. I want to make sure you guys don't get into trouble or something like that. But Vondal picked up on the way he said it, implied that he wanted to keep an eye on you rather
Okay,
than.
yeah. Okay.
With my awesome, with my really good rolls, all of a sudden,
Yeah.
Shit, I don't even know.
quadruple nat 20 somehow.
Look,
Why
you
can't
know
I
your
do that on
elves.
attack rolls.
It's just because you're so distrusting of elves, you know everything about them now.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's because I've been with elves before. That's what it is.
Yeah, he
I know all
understands
their
the
tricks.
subtleties and the nuances of the language because he speaks it himself.
And I've worked with elves.
Yeah. And you know they don't trust people very easily.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. To further clarify on the Moonbrook thing. Moonbrook is given to a certain order of dedicants of the Children of the Moon, which is Sahanin's order. So
This is
presumably
your
either his
mega
mother or his
notes.
grandmother is.
Oh yeah, it's a
Uh,
handy moonbrow. Okay.
Uh,
It is in your series of mega notes. I can see
Yes.
you changing it.
Yeah, I had to scroll down and remind myself of what it was called. Yeah, the Children of the Moon are Sahanin's. Basically, they're a religious order, but they're not a religious order in the conventional sense. So yes, at some point in his female parentage, he has had a member of a family who is a dedicant of Sahanin.
Fair enough. You know what? I feel like freaking him out even more. Like in Elvish on the walk, I think Vondal's gonna say, your name seems to carry a certain weight of prestige. With everyone.
Okay, I'm gonna move you guys to the forest as you travel. He turns to you and says, yes, I guess you could say that.
And I'm just gonna go. In like one little short question, he just goes, close relative.
Hold on.
V once more has no idea what's going on.
Yeah, these guys are just talking in
Elvish again.
Elvish.
I'm assuming they're being very friendly to each other.
He-
Actually. Yep.
Yeah, he looks at you in response to that question and says, it, like, very seriously and almost as if what you said slightly offended him. He says, my mother's, actually.
Wait. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he seemed a tiny bit offended by the fact that you said that.
Yeah. Vondal's say, I meant not to cause offense. I was simply being curious, you might say.
I'm going to be honest. I find it kind of suspicious that they're like talking in Elvish, because
Mhm.
it doesn't make sense now that we know he can speak Common. As if they want to keep something private.
Yeah, it's almost certainly a private conversation because they're switching languages.
Yeah.
Language barriers. Aren't they fun, are you?
Yay.
If I really wanted to, I could start speaking Orcish and freak all of you
Yeah.
out.
Oh god.
There's none of
It
you
it would
speak
just sound
Orcish.
like you're either trying to cough up a particular heavy loogie or you're just feeling under the weather.
I mean,
Yeah.
me and V can have whole conversations in
Yeah.
Sylvan that none of you can understand. So.
Interestingly,
Yeah,
that you
that's a
should
good
mention that. V, as you're traveling, Elran approaches you and basically turns to you in Sylvan, and he basically says, "I'm sorry about earlier. I've never met someone quite." He says, "I will say quite like you." Before traveling with people like this. But the way he says quite like you in Sylvan, the loosest possible translation for that word is I've never met a child of Gaia before. Meaning like that's the literal translation of Dryad in Sylvan. But you've never been called by that anyone other than another Dryad.
Oh.
Weird. And I understood all that. 'Cause I did
Yes.
Sylvan.
And you basically, like, as you listen to it, that's a really weird way to say Dryad, because it's the archaic term for Dryad.
Right.
Yeah, God, I don't know how to respond to that.
He's also speaking to you in perfect Sylvan.
That's kind of weird. Does Arya speak perfect Sylvan as well, or is it like?
Your Sylvan's pretty good, Arya. It's
Yeah, I'm pretty fluent.
for an Eladrin to speak Sylvan is not unusual. For a High Elf to speak
Yeah.
Sylvan, he's either a scholar or possibly from a rich family.
Right.
Yeah, because the Eladrin live in the Feywilds, right?
Yes.
Or like we
Yeah.
go back and forth. So-
Yeah, basically when you were raised as a child, Arya, you were almost certainly bilingual in Elvish and Sylvan, and Common is your second or third inverted commas language.
Right.
You're still equally fluent in all of them, because Elvish and Sylvan are not that different.
Yeah.
But yeah, you are bilingual. V, you
I'm
almost
bilingual.
exclusively spoke Sylvan until you
Yeah.
learned Common.
Yeah, so I sort of reply, it's interesting you say that. I didn't know you would speak Sylvan.
He looks at you and smiles and says, basically it was taught to me as part of my education. I learned it whilst I was in school, basically.
And I sort of say, I see,
Arya,
not-
if you're overhearing this conversation, roll me a history check.
I sort of make more sort of like friendly conversation that I say sort of like, so sort of like I see, I spent most of my life with people like me, and it's been interesting to see people of other races now.
Arya, from that result on your history check, you know that speaking Sylvan as a High Elf is very much a predilection of the rich. It's almost seen as a degree of status if you and your offspring can speak Sylvan, and it's only taught at sort of like very sort of like high-ranking academies, which is very strange for somebody who's joined the Wild Hunt, because the Wild Hunt is usually formed of the lower classes because it's a military profession rather than a ranking profession. So
Can't decide if I'm gonna call him on that.
it's up to you.
I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess.
Depends how much you want to talk to this guy. I mean, like, you guys are still like a day's or so travel away from where it is that you're going. But yeah, you. Sorry, what was your question again, V?
I just told him about how I've basically only seen, other half dryads and dryads my entire life.
Oh yeah.
And,
Okay.
Yeah. Just making polite conversation and being friends.
Yeah, he seems very interested in this, and he talks with you at length and sort of says, "Oh, well, like, you've so you're on this quest." He mentions a little bit like, "Oh, the Wild Hunt have sort of like look into things like that, and like presumably you've sort of like you've met members of the Wild Hunt before, which I'm gonna say you haven't."
Okay.
Do you tell him that you haven't?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I actually have not met anyone of your order before.
He seems very surprised by that, because the idea that you have this problem and that Wild Hunt aren't looking into it is weird to him. And he's like, "Oh,
Well,
that's..."
do they know where where sort of my community is?
He seems to think so. You don't know the actual answer to that. You get the feeling from the way he speaks about the Wild Hunt, he's a very idealistic individual.
Well, I sort of go, would you be able to help me in my quest?
He sort of says, "Oh yeah. Well, I suppose I do have duties here. I am supposed to sort of. I do have tasks that I am supposed to be undergoing, and I'd have to ask my commanding officer."
I totally cut him off mid-sentence. And I go like, "That's great. We could maybe find some new clues on how my mother got sick."
Yeah, I'll do my best. At which point he's sort of like, what have I just agreed to?
Okay, I'm gonna save him from this conversation.
Okay.
Wow.
Can I walk up to him and ask him why he joined the Wild Hunt? With a knowing glance. No, I'm kidding.
In Sylvan?
Yeah, sure, why not? Speak Sylvan, so.
More
yeah, fuck
secret
it.
conversations.
Can I be a little bit surprised that Arya speaks Sylvan too?
Oh yeah, I guess you don't really know that I speak Sylvan.
Yeah, he doesn't seem surprised that you speak Sylvan. He seems to know that
Well, I am
Eladrin
a
tend to
Ladrin.
speak Sylvan.
Yeah.
And it's weird that you are having this conversation with him in that after he's talked to you in Elvish before, but you like he assumes from the way you're butting into the conversation and saying that you're sort of like you're continuing the conversation between you without changing languages, and he's just sort of like, "Oh yeah, well, I've always had a degree of respect for the Wild Hunt. Like, they're basically everything that we should aspire to be. They're our protectors. Like, without them, we'd be facing untold hordes of monsters and evil."
I'm just like, that's really brave of you.
It is quite noble. Though. See, I don't know what Arya really knows about the Wild Hunt, because I assume she knows what they are, but she didn't join them because she's a lone wolf.
Yeah, you basically know that, like, it's a military order through and through, and, like, basically the only reason you're not part of the Wild Hunt is you don't like taking orders.
Yeah. I kind of figured that was the reason.
Yeah, your training would qualify you well within being a member of the Wild Hunt, and you know that people who trained with you when you trained when you were younger were aspirants to join the Wild Hunt. There's not many amongst the Eladrin, mainly because the Eladrin's job is you're still basically Tallithsyr. Your job is to protect the Feywild from infiltration. So you tend to go with a conventional military because you don't have as much terrain to cover. Whereas outside in the material plane, you obviously have this massive forest, and you can't station a massive military in a massive forest because that's a logistics nightmare. But yes, you know that some people you
Let's leave
trained
it at
with
that's
probably
very little.
aspired to be members of the Wild Hunt.
Gotcha.
Can I sort of like turn to Kelariis because she told me like an hour ago that she was gonna help me, and I'm just like, he's gonna help me find a cure for my mother.
I hope that you've switched back to common for
Yeah, I switched back to common because I don't expect a dragonborn to speak
Yeah.
Sylvan.
Okay, good. Well, I was just thinking like, oh, if he's excited, like maybe she would. Okay.
She's so excited she forgets to change languages, and then she's like, English.
I
common.
respect that, which is why I asked. That's great.
Yeah.
Does he have any ideas now, or is he going to look into it?
This poor guy is probably just like, what the fuck?
Rest in pieces.
Yeah, he's half aware of this conversation. He kind of wants to say something, but he's still engaging you in conversation.
Vondal again is kind of looks like he's debarking on some kind of internal debate.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, well, the Wild Hunter apparently they protect the forest, and they probably know more about what's going on.
Oh, well, that's good. I mean, hopefully we can all be of some sort of help. Especially since he knows the forest, or his order knows the forest at least.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
He doesn't say anything in response to that. He's sort of like pretending like he hasn't heard this conversation and continues to talk to Arya.
Ov.
Oh,
She just wants
Right.
to make friends and help her mom.
yeah.
Indeed. Basically, you guys carry on walking for a period of time. At which point it begins to get dark. And Illaran suggests that now would be a good time to make camp, as it is going to be difficult to navigate come darkness.
Does he not have dark vision?
He does. But he is
we
aware that
sleep.
members of your party do not have dark vision. He is aware of the fact that you have also been walking all day, so you guys are beginning to become fatigued.
Yeah.
I think Vondal probably
yeah.
just
And he's
Yeah,
not
can
he's
I-
not
can I
in any
intro-
hurry.
Can I introduce Illaran to my plant friend?
Oh my god.
You produce Elowen and introduce him, and he very politely and very reverentially looks into the globe and addresses the plant.
Aww.
Sweet.
That's sweet.
I think Vondal probably makes the campfire. And just make a campfire in like the center of wherever he says we should make camp. So the second it's done,
Also,
he's going to again do the classic ask Tom, what do we do about the blight?
uh-huh.
Torm, please.
Bless.
Message
Help.
received.
And then he's kind of just going to sit in front of the campfire, again, looking like he's having some kind of epic internal debate.
What is the
Uh,
internal debate? I want to know.
Roll me perception to see if you notice that he's having this internal debate.
Yeah, I want to see as well.
I want to see.
Because I think Vondal thinks very loudly.
In fact,
very
actually,
obviously thinking
in
about a
fact-
different thing.
Ayo.
Oh!
Everyone knows.
Okay. All of you except for Grim noticed that Vondal seems to be troubled.
But Vondal was comforting me earlier, so I sit next to him.
Okay. As an aside to these conversations that you've witnessed, Arya,
Sorry, what?
these conversations that you've witnessed between Illaran and everyone else, Illaran is not what you would expect from a high elf.
Mm-hmm.
He has not once put on a holier than thou attitude. He's not talking down to you, other than the fact that he referred to you all and continues to refer to everyone except you and V as outsiders occasionally. He does, like, he's very friendly. He doesn't behave in the way you would expect a high elf to behave at all.
Mm-hmm.
He seems positively likable.
What?
Oh my
good.
god.
I don't like.
A likable high elf? What is this nonsense?
Wow.
You are blasting down my ears. I'm kidding.
I mean, it's not like they were explicitly named the superior elf by a deity or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, they were kind of literally called the best
By gods.
by
Oh.
by actual gods. So.
Yeah,
Literal
it's no
gods.
wonder they have a superiority complex.
Yeah, it's kind of set up to failure.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Just ask Sahanin.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys sort of all gather around this campfire, and
What does he think of my wolf?
he hasn't really addressed it. Like, he's noticed that it's following you,
Mhm.
but he hasn't really addressed it or spoken to you about it.
Okay. Our wolf friend.
Okay. Also, as everyone is sort of like cooking and stuff, Arya, you do your regular thing of sort of standing on the edge of the camp, keeping watch, and you notice that Illaran does basically the same thing,
Mm-hmm.
leading you to further sort of believe his whole thing of I'm a forest ranger, because he does exactly the same things that you do.
Hi, I'm a forest ranger, and I like protecting the forest.
But you do notice that he does not have a companion like you.
Because I'm the best.
God, the moon elf's
But
getting
not
cocky
all
now.
rangers have.
Not all
friends.
rangers are befriend animal companions.
Beastmasters, yeah.
Some do. Some prefer a hunting style. Some prefer a more sneaking, stealthy style.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I
can I,
feel-
can I sit next to Vondal?
Yes.
Yeah.
While you're at it as well, Arya, roll me a perception check.
Vondal is very much consumed by the fire and his internal debate.
I'll sit probably near, but like not right next to V and Vondal because. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys sort of settle into camp. Gonna change the music.
God,
'cause I'm getting tired
There's
of
like
this
so many things I want to do right now, but they're so not in character. God damn it.
So like we've definitely seen the fact that Vondal looks like he's having his this internal conflict of some sort, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I guess when I sit, I kind of just say something on your mind, Vondal.
Oh, yeah, just, and I kind of head gesture towards Elf, Illaran.
Hmm.
And that's not actually what he's concerned about. He's bluffing.
What do you mean? I sort of I catched on to the fact that he sort of like started whispering, so I'm just like, what do you mean?
He doesn't actually say that bit. He's just kind of gesturing towards him, going, look, like trying to bluff that he doesn't fully trust him
Oh, I
yet,
see.
basically.
I like do the equivalent of like tilting my head in a questioning motion. I mean,
Well, I mean, let's just say I'm surprised he hasn't started calling us all garbage by now.
Why would he? We're not
Is that-
garbage, are we?
He's a high elf.
Oh no, not at all.
They do that to everyone
Why?
normally, because they just think they're better than everybody else for whatever reason.
Well, just because he's a high elf doesn't mean like every other high elf. I mean, you're a.
I know, which is why I'm
God,
kind of
Vondal,
wondering
that's
why he's
racist.
not. This is why I'm
I mean,
I'm wondering why he's not. It's
For
just
any reason. I mean, you speak Elvish.
that is a very fair point.
We all have secrets.
Well, if he's especially friendly, then that's not a bad thing, right?
Not necessarily, no.
Let's just say I found it hard to see the best in people, given certain encounters I've had in the past.
While they're having this conversation, can I go like stand by him?
Yeah, sure. You have overheard this conversation, by the way.
Oh, okay.
So you can either
Grim is
join.
just like,
You can either join
do
the
whatever.
conversation or go and talk to him.
I would like to go stand by
Hmm.
Illaran.
Grim, it is noticeable that Kelariis, V, and Vondal are whispering to each other by the fire. You just don't know why they're whispering.
I just let.
Alright.
I'll just like look from a distance.
Watch from afar, my friends.
But there's senpai.
Senpai, notice him.
Grim appears to be staring intently at this conversation you're having, but he's actually just staring at Kelariis.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh
Will
my
it be a
God.
gnome or a dragonborn wedding?
Wow.
A gnome.
And he was staring at
Wow.
Arya's butt earlier.
Yeah.
Jeez.
God
You
damn.
see it, my ass. So we have a
Keep your
lot
pants under control, Grim.
Oh, amazing.
I mean, he literally only wants Kelariis for her body, so...
Wow.
I mean, technically,
God
that's
damn.
true.
Hey, magic counts as mind, right?
Wow.
I don't think so, in this situation.
Well, then just body. Yep.
Oh my god.
Moving swiftly on.
Good plan. Moving swiftly
Oh.
on. Vondal is bluffing about the fact that he's not actually having these thoughts by talking about potential for backstory. Yay! Isn't
Yay.
that fun?
And while they're having that conversation, I would like to talk to Ilurin.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to say, you know, for a ranger, you're pretty heavily armored. Speaking as a ranger.
He turns to you and looks you up and down and says, "Well, I could."
Excuse you. That's rude. Anyway.
He's looking at your gear.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm sure.
Sure.
Anyway.
He looks you up and down and says, "My my fighting style is a little more I don't know how to phrase that.
Tanky?
My fighting style requires me to get a little bit closer to the fighting, and I'm unlike you, I don't tend to have friends around. But I wouldn't say there's no disadvantage to this. Sure, I'm not as stealthy, but I'm gonna stand up longer in a fight.
I like how he basically implied that Arya always has friends around her. While this is like
Yeah.
she's been traveling
Yeah.
with
Which
these
is
people
so
for like a
He
week.
doesn't know that.
That's true.
Yeah, I was gonna say he has no idea of my ties to this group.
You could always let him know.
Would she though?
Dramatically correct him.
Magically correct. Well, I was just thinking, as a member of the Wild Hunt, you would want to be able to move through this forest without alerting your enemies. Considering there seems to be a large increase in monstrosities around this area.
He turns to you and sort of says, "Well, I can see your point, but the Wild Hunt is not all pursuing monsters through stealth and guile. Sometimes we ride through the forest on mounts, blowing our horns and driving whatever it is before us.
Yes, I'm well aware.
We're a very versatile outfit. We don't have only one strategy. Take my commanding officer, for example. My commanding officer is much like you about she's stealthy, she's clever, she's cunning. But then there's me, and I'm much more of a tackle things head on sort of person than a sneaking around.
Sorry. Wow, that really threw me out of it. Okay. Well, I just thought since you were tracking these monsters, that you would have traveled a little bit lighter.
He reaches up behind his sort of like his neck and sort of like starts to like undo his armor.
Ooh.
Oh.
And
Uh,
he takes it off, and basically like underneath it,
Forward.
like underneath it, he's wearing just like sort of like a light tunic, and he sort of hands it to you and says, "Feel that."
Sorry, what?
He's
He's
handing
handing
you
me
his armor.
Armor.
Okay. I thought he took off his tunic. I was like, excuse you. Okay.
This is not how you
flirt.
flirt for the lady.
This is very forward. For flirting.
Very improper.
Alright. Okay, so I take the armor.
It's
Nice armor.
it's scale mail armor, but it's very light, and basically like as he places it like into your hands, it folds almost like cloth. It's very well made scale mail, and it's you get the feeling if were you to wear it, it would be it's like very flexible and very form fitting, and would allow you to move almost as if you weren't wearing it.
I've never
Learned
seen
nothing at
armor of
all.
this skill before.
He sort of
Okay,
he takes it back and sort of like folds it into his pack, and he says, "You've quite clearly not handled high elven craft before. This was made for my grandfather many years ago, and it's basically been an heirloom in my family for generations."
You seem to come from a very well-off family. Surprised you would join the Wild Hunt.
He sort of flinches as you say that, and he's like, "Yes, well, family isn't everything."
no shit.
No.
Oh god, we're getting everyone's backstory today.
Shit.
I know, I'm like so much backstory. I love it.
Even random NPC.
He is random.
What is it with us adopting NPCs?
Shit.
We gotta adopt all the NPCs.
Gotta
Gotta
adopt
collect them
them
all. God. Yep.
Gotta collect them all.
Right. Gotta collect them all. Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all. Anyway, enough of that. Well, I suppose it's not, but I know Sylvan is not something that is taught to high elves, no matter what you said. So it seems kind of weird that you would have this great education and then join in. Usually people like you become scholars or something.
He looks at you sort of levelly, and again, like much like when Grim was speaking to when Vondal was speaking to him, he seems almost hurt by the fact that you like assume this about him.
God, this guy's so sensitive.
And he basically says, if you'd ask my father what he thinks I should have been, then perhaps he would agree. But I'm my own man. I shape my own destiny.
If
Well,
only
I suppose I
Vondal
can't
could
fault
overhear
you for
this,
that.
I know.
probably sympathise in that regard.
Huh?
I'm saying if only Vondal could overhear him, he'd probably sympathise in that regard.
Yeah. And don't take my questioning of you the wrong way. I think that obviously protecting the forest is a very noble profession. Wild Hunt just isn't for everyone. Wow, Arya's talking to this guy way more than she's talked to anyone
Yeah.
else.
It's because you finally met another elf. That's the bit.
He looks at you and he says, "That is something we can agree on."
I try so hard with Arya, and she meets
I
this random
know.
elf.
I'm sorry. I still love you.
I mean, he's kind of
Oh, you
cute.
don't!
Get that wolf whistle here.
Damn.
Hang on. Oh, I have to go get food now.
Right.
I'll be back with it.
No, that's now is perfect timing actually, because you guys can take a break and you guys can take a rest and we will take a break.
Hooray!
Okay,
Right.
perfect.
I'll be back then.
Okay. Brief break.